What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Bundesliga career mode. This is episode number 36. We start today's stuff on the back of our dramatic last minute winner with Okugawa scoring the late goal in the 3-2 win over Bochum in the last game in the last episode. Top of the table, 4 points clear of Bayern with just a few games to go. And heading into today's episode as well, we promote 3 of our best youth prospects in what is a stacked Bielefeld Academy, including the one we've been waiting for. Yeah, we saw that Grun, who's a young left back in this team, wanted a pro deal. We gave him one. 66 overall, 18-year-old, exciting prospects, really good at high work rates. Another left back as well. This guy's a wing back, but another left back as well, who's very similar. 62 overall, 17 years old, and a very similar range of stats as well. Medium high work rates, decent stamina on the young left-footed left back at the moment, but long way to go, of course, before he does anything notable in this team. But of course, the big one we've been waiting for, Valentin Walter. I said I'd give him a pro deal during this season at some point. 65 overall, 16 years old. His potential range was set at 92 to 94. Oh my goodness. Now, at 6'4", I've been training him as a defensive midfielder, but if you look at his stats here, his defensive stats, his physicality, the high defensive work rate, the 6'4" height as well. The fact is, this guy could definitely do a job as a holding mid in this team, as a ball-win midfielder slash anchor man, but I would say centre-half is where he should be playing. I'm so excited, man. 92 to 94 potential. This guy is going to be a star in the future. And yeah, with a potentially special, I'm not one bit surprised he's got that tag. Still, first game of today's episode, massive one here. Coming on the back of our late win against Bochum. Borussia Dortmund, Signal Iduna Park, a team who we've yet to beat away from home. However, we did beat them on match day 1 this season, which gave us the belief we could do something special this year. And right now, 4 points top of the table. Haven't lost since mid-December against our closest title rivals, Bayern Munich. Heading into the game, well, I put the pressure on Dortmund early, but we had a really tough start. Just 14 minutes in. Oh my god, we don't need this. Kolo Muani goes up for an aerial duel, and I took no chances whatsoever. He wasn't going to run off the injury. He could have stayed on, but I took no chances, man. Jamie Llewellyn is down with that broken toe. I can't lose Kolo Muani as well. Lose both of those guys up top, and we are literally screwed. So, took him off as a precautionary method. But despite that, we'd made the brighter start. 24 minutes in, we were still tied at 0-0 after Robin Hack had a great chance putting that shot wide. But it was Dortmund who will take the lead. Renato Sanchez, once of Bayern Munich, of course, signed from Lille at Borussia Dortmund, opens the scoring for the hosts and makes it 1-0. Felix Agu was shrugged off the ball like a little kid there. I mean, he was literally just out-muscled as if he didn't even exist. Dortmund get themselves in front. It's Sanchez with the goal. The Portuguese midfielder gives the hosts the lead, and then with 30 minutes to go in the first half, they could have gone 2-0 up. Great save by Schuster, kept us in the game. Momentum really changed as well in those 15 minutes. We'd made a really good start to the game. But after Sanchez got that opener, Dortmund were looking the stronger team, and I was struggling to cope. But I knew one thing for sure. One thing we can do is play on the counter and play with pace. We were still down by a goal, but we score a lot of goals, and I say the majority of goals on the break. And 10 minutes to go before the break, Okugawa and Robin Hack link up on a counter-attack, and it's Hack who missed a golden chance earlier who makes amends. Bends it in, far corner. We're back on level terms here at Dortmund. It's 1-1. Couldn't afford to lose this game. We're 4 points clear of Bayern with just a few games to go. We need to make sure between now and the end of the season we have no defeats. You know, we remain undefeated if we're going to be champions. And 6 minutes after the restart, with Dortmund going close after a real scramble here, you'll see once again trying to play out from the back, giving the ball away. I was starting to feel the pressure, I was starting to feel the nerves, and I was really struggling to hold on to what would be a 1-1 draw away from home. Just for the hour mark, Dortmund coming through once again, then restore their lead. Ball cut in through the middle once again. Felix Agu in trouble. Erling Haaland beats his man to the ball, smashes it home near post. We know this guy, when he strikes them with power, they've got so much venom, they'll break a goalkeeper's fingertips. Great strike, no chance for Schuster. We're down once again, it's 2-1. We come back before in the first half, so I thought, why not again? 67 minutes in, this was absolutely bizarre. Cross to the middle, headed on by Kruger off the bench, hit the woodwork 3 times. I don't think I've ever seen that, as we were still down by a goal. And it's such a frustrating game where I'd not played too badly. I thought it was quite an even clash. We'd seen Kolo Muani forced off in the first half, and with 16 minutes to go, our worst nightmare came true. Game winner against Bochum, top scorer this season, top scorer back in season 1. My guy, Messiah Okugawa, forced off on the stretcher. We're still down by a goal. The final minute of normal time saw us enter stoppage time, still trailing by 1. We had one late chance. Josip Brekalo denied at the near post. And that was how the game would finish. Our unbeaten streak ended away at Dortmund. Hadn't lost since mid-December to Bayern Munich, but it's ended here by Dortmund. And after the game, after my post-match interview, where I said that the run was great, but it had to end at some point, it was good for belief. We'd find out the injury extents to Kolo Muani and Okugawa as well. And I thought Kolo Muani would be okay as he was able to run off the injury. I took him off as a precautionary method and it was just a bruise. But the Okugawa injury is an ACL. He's done for 7 months and it couldn't have been a worse game for us. Our undefeated streak ends, Kolo Muani gets a knock, and we also lose our star, our talisman, our player of the season back in season 1 and this year as well, the top scorer, Messiah Okugawa, for the rest of the season. 6 games to go as March ends. The gap is cut to 1 at the top of the table. And now we're missing Jamie Llewellyn and Messiah Okugawa. Our players of the season done for the rest of the campaign. Well, Llewellyn should come back before the end of the season, but Okugawa is done. He's finished. Okugawa, we won't see him again until November time, you know, about a third of the way through next season. And that's absolutely gutting because Okugawa, like I've talked about him before, all the players in this team, so many of them have been brilliant. Llewellyn's been our best ever signed, but to me, Okugawa has been the star of this team. I think for April here. 4 big ones in the Bundesliga, Werder Bremen, Hertha Berlin, Köln, Düsseldorf, and both legs of our Europa League quarter-final against AS Monaco, who are in 4th right now in Ligue 1, a whopping 25 points off Paris Saint-Germain. But Okugawa has been the one consistent member of our team that's never really been in bad form. You know, he's literally always been on it. And there are some games where he single-handedly wins us the points. You know, he won us a game against Bochum just a couple of games ago with that last-minute winner. At times, he's literally unplayable. And it is true, in this BFL type, we don't really have like an out-and-out, you know, undisputed hero, star, legend, if you will. But if I had to choose one, I'd choose Okugawa. Man never lets me down, but now he's done for 7 months. I gotta be honest, our worst nightmare came true in that Dortmund game, and the question is now, with Bayern cutting the gap to 1, missing our best 2 players in the team, how on earth are Bielefeld going to cling on to top spot and battle in the Europa League as well? Well, for the first leg of our quarter-final away in the south of France against Monaco, this was such a tense and tight game. Very little going on. The host took the lead, but with 17 minutes to go in the game, where I'd done basically nothing, I'll be totally honest. Josip Brekalo getting the start in the absence of Okugawa. He's been looking for the game time. He's going to get it now. Scores the leveller after a lovely Berber spin to make it 1-1 and put us back on level terms. And with 11 minutes to go, we could have won it. Patrick Wimmer down the right-hand side dragged his shot way wide of the post as it eventually trickled behind for a goal kick. Final score in Monaco, 1-1. Back-to-back games without a win in all competitions. And food for thought come the end of the game as well. Josip Brekalo in for Okugawa scored a lovely leveller, don't get me wrong, but I have to say, in this game, we really missed the creativity and the finishing touch. The 2 things that our 2 best players provide. Okugawa's creativity and Llewellyn's finishing. Missing both of them in that game. And I've got to be honest now, as Llewellyn is coming back to first team football, thank God. We won't see him again for at least another 2 or 3 weeks though. The gap at 1 point with just 6 games to go. We've got the chasing pack now gaining ground on both us and Bayern Munich. I do believe it'll be one of us or Bayern being champions. I don't know, man. I really don't know. I've been talking about it like all throughout the season. Even though we've been top for so long, we momentarily lost our lead at the top, but now we've got it straight back. I still feel like massive underdogs. And so now we're missing our best 2 players. Although Llewellyn is coming back, we won't see him again for at least another couple of games. Well, someone's going to step up in the absence of Llewellyn and Okugawa as well. If we're going to cling on to top spot and make the final 4 of the Europa League, someone's got to fill those shoes. And Josip Brekalo's been waiting for his chance. And in the third and final game of today's episode, in minute 3, he gets goal number 3 for the season and opens the scoring. Okugawa goes down and Josip sees it as an opportunity. Gets his third of the campaign in the league, makes it 1-0 Arminia Bielefeld. And then 6 minutes later, bags a brace. A brace for Brekalo. 2 in 3 for Josip, and the Croatian waiting for his chance is taking it. And I was thinking inside the first 10 minutes, maybe we'll be okay here, but 16 minutes in, a chance for Werder Bremen to get back in the game here from a free kick, 20 yards from goal. Wolf strikes it off the woodwork, so close to finding their leveller for in that dead ball situation as we're still up by 2. We've been a better team in the first half though, looking for that 3-goal cushion right before the break to really give some breathing room here on Werder Bremen. Kolo Muani gets round his man and smashes it into the far corner and makes it 3. No Llewellyn, so Kolo Muani's come in and done really well. No Okugawa, and Brekalo's came in and looked pretty decent. It's really important to have good squad depth when you go for multiple trophies. And what did I say at the start of the season? That was my emphasis this year. We need more quality and depth. It could prove crucial in the late season situations, especially with injuries as well. Well, it's safe to say I called that spot on. Kolo Muani and Brekalo turning up when I need them to. We're 3-0 up on Bremen, but after they got a goal back in the second half and made it 3-1, I've got to be totally honest here. I almost threw these points away. From 3-0 up at half-time to 3-2 in stoppage time, Werder Bremen battled back, Wolf getting their second goal to almost drag Werder Bremen back in to it from 3-0 down. In the end, we just about hung on to the 3 points. Looked good when going forward, shaky at the back, but most important thing, after back-to-back games without a win, we're back on track here against Werder Bremen. Certainly wasn't convincing, no doubt about that, but we did the job in the first half, courtesy of the stand-ins. Josip Brekalo and Kolo Muani for Okugawa and Llewellyn as well. Safe to say that decision to focus on squad depth at the start of the season was a really good decision, because with 5 games to go in the Bundesliga, Bielefeld are clinging on to top spot, 1 point clear of Bayern, 8 clear of Leipzig and 10 clear of Leverkusen. I do believe it'll be a 2-horse race. We're 1 point clear but a worse goal difference record, 5 games to go. Can we hang on to the championship? Well, that will end today's episode of the Bundesliga Career, guys. Big thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you drop a like. Most of you all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the next episode of the Bundesliga Career Mode very soon.